Greetings, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. I am Miss One. Hopefully I've got all the kinks out and we're going to see how this goes. We're doing prison affairs and we're on chapter 8. So I just want to warn you, there's a lot of cussing in this chapter. This is not the chapter I wanted to warn you about, but I'm warning you anyway. It's a lot of cussing in this chapter. This is a hodgepodge of letters I received on different topics from all of my pen pals combined into one chapter. Okay, Marquise reviews my picture and he says, "The first thing I noticed when I opened your picture was your beautiful smile. There are only 3 other smiles that have had the same effect on me the way yours did. Those 3 are my princesses. If I'm not being clear, you have a beautiful Colgate smile. From what I can see, you have a smooth, milky, sexual chocolate vibe going on, which is a deadly combination with that smile you possess." Darnell talks about my picture. "You already know you brought a huge smile to my face when I seen your name on top of my letters. When I seen 3 letters with your name on it, I said it's going down tonight. And when I saw that picture of you with that killer smile, I was in a zone. Nobody couldn't have told me shit last night. I got your pictures on the light on my cell wall. You probably think I'm crazy, but I've been waving at that picture all day saying, 'Hey, baby.' I'm starting to fall for you so fast you probably think I'm full of shit or something. I like thick women and big breasts. I like a lady who likes to smile and speak her mind. A woman who is going to keep it real at all times. You seem to fit all these categories on the button. When I look at you, all types of thoughts run through my mind." Edward talks about the system. "I've been locked up for 10 years. If these brothers and sisters on lockdown don't wake up, they are going to mess off their whole lives. I've seen so many get out only to return in less than a year. Part of it has to do with not being educated or having no job skills. You have a lot of cats in here that can't even read simple things, so when they get out, the streets is all they know. That's why I'm getting education while I am in here, so I can better myself once I get out there." Darnell talks about homosexuals. "You will be surprised how many niggas in here that call themselves real fuck with punks. That's the type of shit that disgusts me. Niggas be my homie at first. You think they cool and shit, and the next thing you know, you see them on the rec yard with some punk. That's when I slide away from them because I know they ain't real. I've been locked up 8 years and I never had a gay thought in my life. That shit used to piss me off real bad with these niggas. But being locked up so long, I just look past it. I see and don't see it. That's just this whole ass penitentiary. You don't want your son around here." Marquise talks about how he is tested on lockdown. "I'll get the occasional supervillain that might feel his powers are more powerful than mine, but they are sadly mistaken. Mainly it is how you carry yourself. If you walk around here weak, then chances are you will fall into something a lot harder than the ground and very sharp and way sharper than broken glass. I'll admit that I'm no angel, nor do I try to be. I sure as hell ain't gonna let nobody talk to me any kind of way. I don't give a damn who they are. Most think they can let anything fly out their mouth. I ain't trying to hear it. The old me would have shoved that shit right back down their throat. The new and improved me just stays away from the ones that's full of shit. Inmates, COs, everybody. I'm getting too old for this shit." Ooh, maybe it's this cussing. Got my throat. I ain't got any more. Dang it. Darnell talks about punks and protecting himself. "One thing you don't have to worry about is somebody messing with Daddy. Daddy can protect himself. I was small when I got locked up, but I was a fighting motherfucker. That's all I used to do in here. The ones that get turned out in here are white boys, Mexicans, weak-minded blacks, or the ones that are bi-curious or something. I feel the ones that turned gay already knew what they wanted. They just using this shit as an excuse, saying they got turned out in the penitentiary. Them motherfuckers been gay all their life. And the ones doing the turning out, they gay too. The way I look at it, 2 men lay down, 2 punks get up. If you fuck a punk, you are a punk. Some of these dudes be saying they ain't gay. That's bullshit, baby. And if I see one of them niggas on the street hugged up with one of my cousins or my little sister, I'm gonna get them niggas' ass up. I better not catch nan one with none of mine. Ooh. It's them hoe-ass niggas that's going around here spreading that shit. Niggas go out there and fuck with women knowing they been fucking punks in the penitentiary. Them niggas ain't gonna tell you what they was doing in here. You wouldn't believe all the fly-ass niggas who you think is player-made be fucking with punks. All along, them niggas be fucking or eating one of them boys up. They call punks boys. You walk past a cell and you see some niggas eating some white boy up. Then the niggas see you and tell you to keep that between you and them. They don't want everybody to know they are undercover dick suckers. Darnell answers my question, how hard is it on lockdown without support in a state of Texas prison? I ain't gonna lie, it's harder than a motherfucker. It's so much that you have to buy that the state don't give you. I work on the whole squad, 8 hours a day, and we don't get paid jack. Every time I see a doctor, it costs $3. We have to buy appliances like hot pots, radios, and fans. Plus hygiene items like toothpaste, lotion, soap, shampoo, and better yet, food. They don't feed a nigga a lot on trays, so you have to have some kind of commissary. And I have too much pride to go around asking for shit, so I do without. I try to get my hustle on by betting. I've seen guys fight over a 25-cent soup. That's when you know the penitentiary done messed up their heads and they've been locked up too long. That's why I stay to myself. A lot of these guys are psycho patients. I don't know how close you are with your son, but if he ever gets some time, always show him some support. He will need you a lot. There's nothing like a family that loves you and will do whatever for you. As you can see, time gets hard when you are doing it by yourself. That's when a lot of guys start doing a lot of shiesty shit they normally wouldn't do. Doing time can bring you a lot of stress to a person. At one point, all I did was sleep. This penitentiary can break a motherfucker if he weak. I wish I could talk to your son and tell him about some of the shit that goes down in here. He don't want to be in this penitentiary for real. All these new laws and shit are making it hard on us in here. They even talking about giving us 2 meals a day instead of 3. They already cut back on how many calories we get, and we only get 2 desserts a week. The budget cuts the governor made has fucked up a lot of shit, and I know your son don't like being treated like no animal. It's more Dallas and Houston niggas in here than anything. Try to keep your youngest in sports and motivate him on school work and stuff. If this video cuts off, just know I'm going to pick it back up in a part 2. Jeremiah answered, what is it like in federal prison? Prison is prison. Yes, some people get fucked in the ass, but that's only because they want to. Yes, there are fights in prison because sometimes the people across the water think they're different from everybody else. Gangs are here as well as drugs. You choose the path you want to walk. The prison doesn't make you choose between hard and easy. It's your choice. They pay $5.25. Some jobs pay more. You have to wait to get a better paying job. What they pay you can't live off for a month, and we only get paid once a month. They feed you 3 times a day, and you can go eat as much as you can. But I was blessed to have a great cast of people around me to help me with this time. So therefore, I ask no one for nothing. They make sure I don't go without. The way I maintain is love from my family and inspirations from my friends. That's the best way to do the time. Marquise talks about my penitentiary relationship. Hey there, sweetness. Have you ever heard the expression, the game is to be sold, not told? But I like you, so I'll make an exception just for you. I too asked my girlfriend at the time to do something similar. Needless to say, it was a close call. It was a close call for both of us. I see both sides of the coin. You said you are willing to wait years for Tyrone. If that's not love, I don't know what is. But how can you love without trust? To me, they go hand in hand. I'm not talking about brotherly, sisterly love. I'm talking about relationships of the heart. Sweetness, money talks, and bullshit walks, which means actions speak louder than words. The L word is one of many you can twist your mouth to say. Not saying you would say it and not mean it, but saying it and showing it is two different things. Bottom line is, if you say it, show it. Nothing shows it more than making your man's life as easy and stress-free as possible. Behind every strong man, there is an even stronger woman. Just ask Bill Clinton. The word love is linked with a few other words such as caring, affection, passion, hate, joy, hugging, heart, and of course sex. Sex is one of the million ways couples use to symbolize their love for each other. But there is one word connected to the L word, and L, it is definitely needed to make a relationship work. The word is understanding. When you are truly in love with someone, you understand their pains, fears, desires, everything. When you understand there is a problem, then and only then can you deal with it as a couple and come up with a solution. You have to be able to understand his needs, but more importantly, he has to understand and accept your discomfort when his needs to be fulfilled. Nobody said love was easy, but anything and anyone worth having is someone worth waiting and sacrificing for. So, as the teacher, the only question I have for you, the student, is he worth it? Tyrone talks about me ending his and my relationship. The harder I try to open up to you, it is always something else I am not doing. How can